So, what did I learn from Dan Bilzerian while we were out playing paintball at the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 compound? Pew pew! Tons of stuff actually. You didn't learn squat, you were having fun! I might have been having a little bit of fun, but I did learn a lot of stuff. So let's talk about it because it's a good one. So what's up guys, this is 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗘𝗦 and you have reached the 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗃's Ecom channel. If you want to learn how to make money online or offline, then you need to be right here. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. I'm also an honorably discharged Air Force veteran. Graduated from Penn State and started a career as a software engineer and leveraged that to build my businesses. If you guys have any questions on how to make money, you're gonna find all your answers right here, so stay tuned. All right, so what did I learn while I was out there paintballing with my good friend and mentor 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Dan Bilzerian, the legend himself? Man, so much. Like over the last week, I'm fresh from my trip, so I can recollect a lot of things much easier. But man, there's so many things that these guys, drop knowledge on me about. Everyone from Adam Weitzman to David to BJ Baldwin to everybody, man. Just so much knowledge from all these guys that have been at the top of their game, at the top of their craft, just making money, living life. Can't forget my friend Jay, the owner of 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗢𝗔𝗏. He's like an older brother, mentor type, man. Real cool dude, like just hipping me to the game and trying to remind me to stay humble while still staying hungry. So let's talk about all the good stuff, man. So first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Dan. Thank you for letting me come out, man. It was awesome. But the fact that he is nothing like what people would say he is, like he's the super humble, super cool, man. We were just kicking it, telling war stories, laughing in a gun vault. In here, how'd you get all these cans?
I got cans on everything.
From the store.
How, like, so is
shotgun one. They gave them all to me. Silencer code gave me fucking 30, 40 cans.
And like everything else, the cars and the turtle farm and stuff like that. He's just a real all-around cool dude. And he reminded me that you shouldn't be so focused on making money that you lose track of car here, step back. All right, he reminded me that you shouldn't be so focused on making money that you don't get to enjoy any of the money that you make. And Lynn was also very, very instrumental in that, orchestrating my time out there with those guys. A lot of us get caught up in the making money part. Like, you guys probably watch my videos and you're like, damn, I'm gonna be out here grinding. And for the longest time, that's all that I knew. I was just grinding, just out here making money, putting in 16 to 20-hour days, while I was still a software engineer, and then I'd come home and work. And I really didn't get to enjoy anything that I was doing. I really didn't get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And it was just terrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, man. It was terrible some days. And I didn't really like the process that much. I'm like, damn, I'm making money, but I'm not really enjoying it. And just being out there, paintballing.
You're never going to hear from him until he's getting peppered at the end of the game.
Tagging them up and stuff. Just kind of reminded me to get back and have fun. Like we're a bunch of grown-ups, out there like little kids running from, obstacle to obstacle, firing at each other. I got shot in the hand. Thanks, Dave. He shot me in the hand a couple times. I thought I got him. Maybe his professional wakeboarding skills saved him. But I mean, we were just out there having a good time, and it was just, it's something that most people will never get to do. And that type of experience is something that I'm gonna remember forever. And that's what you should be doing when you're making money. You should never take yourself so seriously that you don't get to enjoy it. And this is what we're gonna talk about as far as experiences. And then he also hit me to like haters and stuff, but we're gonna get into that probably in the last section. Let's go. Teleport. Now, here we are talking about experiences, right? And experiences are different to everybody. I was in the military, so I've already traveled the world. It was awesome, I had a great time. So experiences for me aren't necessarily traveling the world. Now I will be making my appearance at a really, really awesome trip. And you guys who follow me on social media, shameless plug below, you guys will get to see that. All the cool things that we're gonna be doing on that trip with me, Lynn, Jay, big bro, mentor guy, the real Tarzan. There's gonna be some other surprise guests on this trip. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So as far as traveling goes, experiences like that, I can take it or leave it. But the experiences for me are like driving my cars around. And even though cars are material things, they still provide experiences for me. Case in point, like when I take one of my cars out, you guys will be seeing the new car revealed on the channel. So make sure you guys like if you haven't done so already, subscribe and click that little notification bell so you can get updated on it. It's a pretty dope car. You know, you guys are gonna love it. But oh, car, before I get ran over. It's a Mercedes. And we're back. Good? All right. You know, so you guys will get to see that when that car comes around, you know, once they're done PPFing and all the good jazz. So the big thing with that, with having cars, is when I'm out in the city, you know, Philadelphia is a pretty poor city, like, you know, especially for the size that it is. So no one out here drives supercars. You know, most people definitely don't have a 1,000 horsepower Trackhawk or a built GTR or whatever, or the new car especially. You know, that's a really rare occurrence to see out in Philly. But when I'm coming to the city and people, you know, see me and stuff, and they get out and we can just talk, you know, like they want to know everything that I've done, you know, they want to know how they can do it. And it gives me an opportunity to mentor people that normally wouldn't get to talk to somebody who, you know, drives these type of cars. Because let's face it, most of the guys that drive supercars outside of, like, you know, us or whatever, they kind of dickheads. You know, they don't want to tell their secrets. They're like, I don't have time, I'm too rich, you know, all that type of, you know, asshole shit. And I just don't want to be like that. And you know, being out there, you know, paintballing with Dan and stuff, it just, you know, kind of reminded me to make sure that I enjoy my experiences, whatever they, you know, they may be. And for me, you know, having mentorship opportunities, growing businesses in the community, networking, reaching out to people that live in this city, you know, around here, you know, that's what I enjoy. You know, taking trips is cool. You know, I loved it. You know, thanks to Lynn, you know, one of the coolest people ever. Lynn, thank you so much. You know, I got to fly private for the first time in my life, which, you know, I'm cheap, man. You guys can tell. Like, I don't spend money like that. But, you know, he took me out, and I mean, outside of my cars, all right, outside of my cars and diamond teeth and all those things. But, you know, he took me and we flew private, and, you know, I mean, everyone out there has a chef, and, you know, thank you, Carla. Oh, food was delicious. It was amazing. Absolutely love everything that you cooked. I got my first massage out there. You know, they have masseuses and everything. And they just live a lifestyle that I never really even considered. But those are experiences that they love, the same way with the experiences that I love. And you guys should be focusing on experiences that you love, no matter what they may be. You may want to take trips. You may want to drive cars like I do. You may want to, you know, buy jewelry or whatever it is. But just make sure that you're enjoying, you know, the fruits of your labor. You know, but with that, there's going to come people that inevitably want to hate on you, and your biggest haters aren't going to be people on the internet. They're going to be people that you know, and we're going to talk about that right now, because as Dan said, he is the most hated man on the internet, which I do believe is 100% true. So let's go. Oh man, y'all hear that in the background? That's Wankster. That's something I grew up on. I mean, you guys would know. You're probably younger than I am. You don't know nothing about 50 and Wankster. This is back before 50 was trolling everybody on social media. This is back before, this is like MySpace days, all right? So this gives you like a reference to how old I am. But let's just talk about haters for number one. So when I got the new car, you guys haven't seen yet. You know, of course, I tell some of my closest friends, or people that I thought were closest friends, and the amount of applause was like non-existent. You know, but yet, you know, I'm like, whenever they accomplish something, I'm still, you know, clapping. Like, they buy a new pair of sneakers, I'm like, yeah, bro, them kicks is fresh. You know, just always, you know, trying to be supportive. And over time, like, you know, I didn't want to realize it. I didn't want to believe it. But, you know, the people that you think are going to be your biggest supporters will definitely be your biggest haters. Most of my supporters are you guys, man. You know, people from the interwebs that follow my content and appreciate, you know, the knowledge that I drop and the fact that I help them out, you know, with with making money online. So it's very weird to think that the people that you grow up with, you actually outgrow. And I think the hate comes from a place of hurt, not necessarily a place of malice. You know, they're like, they want to see you do well, and they want to see you succeed, but, you know, they also feel like, oh man, like, that could be me. You know, that could be me. Or why isn't he taking me with him? Oh, wind's blowing. Yep. So, you know, you can put a SpongeBob thing in there. 12 seconds later. You know, but, you know, the people that are hating on you, the people that you know, they're not necessarily hating on you just to be haters. You know, it comes from a place of hurt, comes from a place of jealousy, and, you know, you can only do so much to kind of remind them that you're still the same person. And at a certain point, though, you can't stifle your growth to fit their narrative. All right, you can't do that, and you shouldn't be ashamed of all that you're accomplishing and all your successes. Okay, and for a while I was ashamed. You know, I didn't want to, you know, talk to my friends about it because I felt like, you know, I was bragging or I was flexing or whatever. And for the people that know me, like I dress like this all the time, man. I'm bummy all the time. Like I don't go out and, you know, buy Armani suits and all that stuff. The flashiest things about me are my cars. And, you know, I mean, obviously I'm a car guy, so that's what I'm going to spend, you know, my money on outside of growing businesses and my children. So to some people that's flexing, you know, to some people, like when you show up at a car meet and you have, you know, a car that costs, you know, over $250,000, that's a big deal. You know, you show up and you're like, yo, man, I'm just trying to hang out with people. I'm just trying to like high five and talk to people, but you know, they might think you're flexing because they're like, oh, you could have brought one of your other cars, one of your more normal cars, you know. You could have brought the GTR out, you could have brought the Trackhawk out, but why'd you bring this car out? You know, you're making us all look bad. And you shouldn't have to apologize for those types of things. You know, if you're taking a trip and you're going, you know, to Bora Bora, you're going to Bali, or you're going to wherever, you don't have to apologize for that, you know. And you're going to catch a lot of flack on social media, especially because everybody's an internet gangbanger, everybody's a keyboard warrior, you know. Whether, you know, they all gonna pull up on your profile and be like, shh, banging the keys away. Oh shit, there's a vowel drive-by, AEIOUs all up on you, baby. Like, come on, man. Everybody's gonna say something. People are, you know, I mean, they say tons of stupid shit about me all the time, you know. Like, if people on YouTube or Instagram or even Facebook, you know, they're like, oh, you know, you ain't got no swag, you know, you won't dress right, you don't make money because you still dress like this, you still wear Old Navy clothes. Like, yes, I still wear Target and Old Navy clothes, and I stuff them right in my Gucci duffel bag when I travel. Big deal. You know, people that have money are not concerned with impressing people with clothes and jewelry and stuff like that. If you have nice clothes, you have nice jewelry, that's because you enjoy it, not because you want to show it off to somebody else. It doesn't freaking matter, you know. And eventually I just stopped caring. I mean, I didn't grow up with money, you know. I grew up, you know, with an unwed, you know, single mother. Well, at one point she had married my dad, but, you know, they got divorced. So I grew up with a single mom who was working 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. I didn't have the nicest clothes. Yeah, my shoes had holes in them. We would shop at Payless and Walmart and stuff, and I still thought that was pretty cool, you know. Apparently to some people that's not real cool, but, you know, I mean, she did the best she could with what she had, and which is why, you know, I got her a new kitchen, which you guys will be seeing, you know, shortly as well, and some upcoming content. But, you know, I never cared about that stuff. I just love cars, and that's what I wanted to spend my money on. So who cares? Like, whoever hates me, then hate me. It doesn't bother me 1 second. You know, it doesn't bother me one bit. I don't lose any sleep over it, you know. You should ask yourself why you're still living paycheck to paycheck and hating on someone that isn't. Maybe you should, you know, hit me up and ask some questions, because I'd be so willing to help you out. But yeah. So with that being said, guys, you'll have to, you know, you just have to get over it and understand that people are going to hate on you, and make sure you smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Now, with that being said, man, you know, hopefully you found this informative. So hit up the links below in the description. Be safe, be smart. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.